Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing polishes with you from a brand that's completely new to me, completely new to my channel. You've never seen them before here, but I fell hard for these. This is the brand EA Polish, and it's such a positive enforcement brand. On each bottle they have a little sticker that says different things. Like this one says, failure is a successful attempt in learning, be brave, be resilient, self-care is the best care. So each of these have like a nice little encouraging message to remind you just how important you are in this world. And I really enjoy these. I think the bottles themselves look elegant. They're really affordable. They're about $8 a bottle, I believe. And the formula on these is spectacular. So in the description box below I will link the EA site as well as their Instagram page, and I will also link my Instagram page where you can see more swatches of everything I received. I do have 5 polishes to share with you today, 4 creams and a shimmer, and let's go ahead and get started. So up first we have Confidence, and this is a medium nude cream. Here's our first coat of Confidence. This goes on really nice, really smooth, easy to apply with a great formula that doesn't want to run or pull or anything like that. It is a little tiny bit streaky here on this first coat and just a little bit sheer, so I am going to go in for a second coat. It does on my nails come off much more peachy, like an actual peach, than a nude to me. So here's the second coat, and this does cover completely in 2 coats for me. Depending on your application, you may want a third coat. I also didn't have any staining here. This does dry very fast and relatively glossy, though I would recommend a glossy top coat for this. So there's 2 coats. Up next we have Study Break, and this is a mauve base with like a brown shimmer. Here's our first coat of Study Break, and much like Confidence, this has a perfect formula. No running or pulling, anything like that. It is very easy to work with. These are shimmers as opposed to glitters, so I don't know if I need to still say this, but it's not going to stick to your nail and it's not going to be textured. It'll be a really easy removal, just like a cream. So here's our second coat, and this does cover completely in 2 coats. Again, this dries relatively glossy and very quick, though I would recommend a glossy top coat. Bless you! This is a beautiful polish, though, with a beautiful formula. I really enjoy this one. So there's 2 coats. Up next we have Boss, and this is a nice magenta cream. Here's our first coat of Boss, and this covers really well here on this first coat. Depending on your preference, you may end up wanting to do just 1 coat. I do have this little callus spot on my ring finger, so that stands out more than my nail line. I am going to go in for a second coat solely because of that little pesky bugger. But this does have, again, a great formula. It doesn't want to run or pull. Very nice and smooth, not too thick, not too thin. All of the buttery smooth words that you want to hear in a cream polish, this has. So this does cover completely in 2 coats. And again, it dries relatively fast and glossy, though a glossy top coat will help with longevity here. And being such a pigmented polish, I wanted to note I didn't have any staining with this one either. So there's 2 coats. Next up we have Party Time, and this is a bright neon raspberry pink cream. Here's our first coat of Party Time. This covers okay here on this first coat. It is very sheer. A lot of neons have this kind of sheer formula that needs to be built up. I will go ahead right now and recommend a white base coat for this one. It is going to give you that neon that you're looking for that I just didn't get from this one in 3 coats, and in 3 coats of this one it still doesn't cover entirely. I'm going to say it covers about 85% on 3 coats. So if that nail line bothers you, you will want a nice white base color for this one. And per the usual with neon formulas, this does dry down to a matte finish. So if that bothers you, you will want a nice glossy top coat for this one as well. So here's that third coat, and again, it's not opaque, and being a neon, it's going to look more opaque on camera than it is in person. So there is 3 coats. And lastly, we have Investment, and this is a teal cream polish. Here's our first coat of Investment, and again, this has a fantastic formula, not too thick or thin. Doesn't want to run or pull. It is separating here on my nails. I did just apply oils, so that is entirely my fault and not the Polishes fault. The first time I used this, it was a one coater, and I believe me using oil right before the swatch is what's going to hinder that from being a one coater again. So I am going to go ahead and show you 2 coats, and this does cover for me completely in 2 coats. Again, being so pigmented, I wanted to note that it doesn't stain or anything like that. And this one actually stamps really, really well too. I will have a nail art with that on my Instagram page. So there is 2 coats. So again, I really, really enjoyed everything from today, but I do have a couple standouts. The first one being Confidence. This is the creamy nude polish. This is so beautiful in my hands. It's like a manicure hand. And I really, really enjoyed the formula on this one. And then the other one is Steady Break. They're kind of like the same ball field. That's not the right term. But they're in the same range, but this one has the shimmer in it, and it is stunning. So those 2 are my favorites from these polishes. And that is it. Let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of these polishes. Let me know if you plan on picking any of them up or if you've tried this brand before. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more from me, and I will talk to you again next time.